Per reports, the Pittsburgh Steelers this offseason may be moving on from both quarterbacks, Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. So, Ian Rappaport, per report, said, and I quote, "It's possible another veteran quarterback becomes available that would entice the Steelers into moving on from both players." End quote. So, we all know Justin Fields is a free agent, Russell Wilson is a free agent, and there's some other quarterbacks becoming available, like Aaron Rodgers on the free agent market after he's going to be released, and Sam Darnold as a free agent, and you also look at Matthew Stafford as a trade market guy. So there's a lot of veterans becoming available, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to have some options at quarterback, and which option will they choose? Well, before I get more into it, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn notifications for everything Pittsburgh Steelers news and updates. Also, like this video. Now, let's get right back into it. So the biggest question is going to be, once again, the Steelers' quarterback position, as it was heading into last offseason. The Steelers had Kenny Pickett, moved on from him, signed Russell Wilson in free agency, and then traded for Justin Fields. And we thought they had their quarterback problem solved. But no. Now with both guys heading for agency, and both guys not really sure if they're going to be on the team or which one the Steelers are going to choose, there's some options the Steelers are going to have come the free agency and off-season time. Because you look at the players like Russell Wilson, he didn't perform well during the later portion of the season, and it's no guarantee that he'll be back on a one-year contract or longer, like it was earlier in the season when he was doing good. And Justin Fields, the Steelers moved on from him. Is he going to want to come back to a team if he's not guaranteed to be the starter once again this offseason? So, will the Steelers sign him? Who knows? But now it's being reported the Steelers may be looking for an outside option at quarterback. Maybe a veteran guy, maybe another guy from the free agency market or the trade market that becomes available, the Steelers would rather have over both those guys. For example, maybe something that the Indianapolis Colts have done since they moved on from Andrew Luck and he retired. You look at what he did and the Colts ended up doing after he retired. They went and got Carson Wentz, a veteran quarterback. And then it didn't work out too well with him. And they went on and moved on to another veteran in Phillip Rivers. And after him, they went to Matt Ryan. So it's like basically what the Colts are doing, where they're looking for veterans until they actually find their main guy. And that's kind of what the Steelers are doing right now. Ever since Big Ben retired, yes, they moved on and got Kenny Pickett, but that didn't go so well, and they moved on right away and went to a veteran in Russell Wilson. And now they may be looking for another veteran, maybe Aaron Rodgers, because now the Jets aren't going to sign him back. So maybe they're looking for another veteran out there at quarterback, and kind of going down the same path as the Indianapolis Colts after Andrew Luck retired, and then after Big Ben retired for the Steelers. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Steelers do with the quarterback position. But looking at another report by another good insider in terms of Adam Schefter and what he was talking about just yesterday in terms of the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback position, he said returning is a possibility, despite the fact that many have speculated that it's not likely. There have been ongoing conversations between Russell Wilson and the organization about what they want to do in the future. That doesn't mean it won't work out clearly. He's scheduled to become a free agent, but returning to Pittsburgh remains a possibility for Russell Wilson, as it does Justin Fields. They've spoken to Russell, they've been talking to Justin Fields, but there will be a market for Justin Fields, a number of teams interested in him, and we'll see whether or not that includes Pittsburgh in his future. End quote. So that was quite interesting from Adam Schefter, because he said a reunion is not likely. And that basically goes off the report of what Jay Glazer reported about Russell Wilson as well, just a few days ago, saying that a return is not likely for the Steelers. And it's quite interesting because we don't know when the market for Russell Wilson is going to be, but Adam Schefter said that there's going to be a market, or there's a lot of teams interested in Justin Fields. So it seems like Justin Fields may be the more popular guy, more popular quarterback than Russell Wilson at this moment, and more teams might be going after him instead of Russell Wilson. So are the Steelers going to be able to land Justin Fields back if other teams are bidding for him? Or will the Steelers just have to get Russell Wilson back because he's a less popular guy on the market right now? In my eyes, it makes sense in terms of what Adam Schefter is reporting, because why wouldn't Justin Fields be the more popular option? He's younger, he's an athletic quarterback, could run and pass the ball, and he's more popular in terms of his play style than quarterback Russell Wilson as of right now. Russell Wilson is 35 plus years old, and when you look at the contending teams in the NFL, they all have their quarterback. So the only teams that need a quarterback are the younger rebuilding teams. And why would you sign a veteran that old if you're not ready to compete for a Super Bowl? It just doesn't make sense. Like the Raiders, for example, maybe the New York Giants, why would you go and sign Russell Wilson instead of signing Justin Fields if that's not going to win you a Super Bowl within the next 2 years? That just doesn't make sense. So it makes sense why Justin Fields is a more popular quarterback. All the top contending teams already have a quarterback and they don't need one. So Justin Fields is a hotter name right now, and it makes complete sense. So the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to have their hands filled in terms of competing against other teams in terms of getting back Justin Fields on this roster. But do they even want him? Who knows? Do they want Sam Darnold? Maybe. Maybe they want Aaron Rodgers because of his relationship with Mike Tomlin and how respected he is. Maybe they want him. Maybe they want to go and trade for Matthew Stafford. Who knows? But do the Steelers even want Russell Wilson or Justin Fields back? Well, reports are saying basically they could move on from both of them. Now, looking at another report by another insider in ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, he said that Justin Fields' return to Pittsburgh is the front runner in terms of who the Steelers quarterback will be between him and Russell Wilson. Here's Jeremy Fowler's quote. He said, "My sense coming out of New Orleans is that the door is open for a potential deal between the Steelers and free agent Justin Fields. But it would have to make sense for Fields, who at this stage will most likely want a more legitimate chance to start a full season." End quote. So like I said, that's exactly what I said. Justin Fields probably at this point of his career doesn't want to sit anymore behind a quarterback. He's going to be 26 years old, I believe, or something like that. And he's been in the league for a while now. He's not going to want to be a backup quarterback. So he's going to leave to a team that wants him to be the starter. And if the Steelers can't guarantee that, then why would he come back? That just doesn't make sense. There's other teams that are going to be wanting him, like maybe the Giants, maybe the Jets, maybe the Raiders. So there's other teams that have a starting quarterback position open, and he may be guaranteed a job there. So I would pick a team that wanted me to be the starter. And I believe Justin Fields, even though Jeremy Fowler said he's the front runner to return to Pittsburgh, if he's not going to be the starter, he won't return. But anyway, if he will be the starter, I don't see why he wouldn't return to the Steelers. He did a great job in the first 6 games that he was on this team and improved every single week and looked much better at quarterback and more comfortable than he did when he was with Chicago. So if he could stay on this team that he's used to, be the starter, I believe he'll return. So it's based off the money as well, the cap space, everything like that. But he shouldn't cost that much because he wasn't a starter for the full season. He shouldn't be anywhere close to the $30 million range, in which maybe Russell Wilson would be because of how he performed last season, making the Pro Bowl and everything like that, even though he was a replacement for the Pro Bowl. And it's not really a real Pro Bowl. Anyway, that's the update on your Steelers quarterback position. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below on both Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. Who would you rather be the starting quarterback or just return to the team as the quarterback next season? Who do you think it will be? Do you think it will be Russell Wilson or Justin Fields? And also let me know your thoughts in the comments below about all those reports I read. Ian Rappaport, Adam Schefter, and Jeremy Fowler. Basically saying that, hey, they can move on from both, but if one's more likely to come back, it is Justin Fields and not Russell Wilson. Do you believe those reports are true? And how do you feel about them? So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below about that. Me personally, my thoughts on it is I think they're true. I think that the Steelers are more looking towards Justin Fields. They've seen what Russell Wilson could do, and it's not going to lead them to a championship. They lost the last 5 games against the good teams at the end of the season, and there's no reason for him to return. If they're not going to win a Super Bowl, might as well go young or go get a different quarterback. And me personally, I believe Justin Fields is the better quarterback than the two, and especially someone you could build your future around. You're not building your future around Russell Wilson. If anything, it would be Justin Fields as well. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn notifications for everything Pittsburgh Steelers news, updates, highlights, analysis, reports, everything surrounding the Pittsburgh Steelers. I cover it, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel and turn notifications so you never miss out on anything Steelers rumors or reports. And until the next video, I'll see you guys all later. I'm out. Peace.